Hello! I'm Mac, at least for a day, and everything's going to be okay. This video is sponsored by Hello Games. That's right, Senpai finally noticed me. After 5 years of making videos about No Man's Sky almost every single day, Hello Games is actually paying me to promote their game. Check the link in the description for more information. We'll get to all that ad stuff in a little bit, but in this video, we're going to be celebrating the 5th anniversary of No Man's Sky with fireworks. We unlocked this new fireworks at the Quicksilver Synthesis bot a while back. I didn't do a video about them yet because I was saving them for this video. So we've got triple burst fireworks, a luxury firework featuring a triple burst symphony of color, ignite to create glittering displays in the sky. I'm going to buy 5 of them. Dual chrome firework, luxury firework, exploding into sparkling wedges of indium and cadmium, ignite to create glittering displays in the sky. Wheel of Herc firework. When activated, this pyrotechnic marvel turns and whirls in a mesmerizing spiral. Ignite to create glittering displays in the sky. Alright, so that's the new fireworks that we unlocked recently. We're currently working on unlocking new things. This antimatter observation orb, synthesis core, and bubble vat. So I'll be doing a video later about those, but they aren't unlocked yet. Alright, and we're going to go to a planet and set off these fireworks to celebrate the 5th anniversary of No Man's Sky. So let's get down to a nice planet that I have a base on. We'll use this portal over here. Alright, my bases. We'll go to Lush Mushroom. It's not quite nighttime here yet, and I want to shoot off the fireworks at nighttime. So while we wait, I'm going to tell you the story of No Man's Sky's history and also about the most recent update it's gotten, the Frontiers update. So No Man's Sky was first announced in 2013, and the trailer and the idea that No Man's Sky was going to be an infinite procedural universe that you can explore by flying in a spaceship and see all these really cool, beautiful planets got people really excited and really hyped, and the hype just grew and grew over the years until the game finally released in 2016. And unfortunately, because people's expectations were so high, there was a lot of negative backlash against No Man's Sky. But despite that, Hello Games, the developers of No Man's Sky, didn't give up. They just went quiet and worked really hard on updates. And as they released more and more updates to the game, the negative view of the game slowly changed, and now it's much more positive. In fact, we just reached mostly positive reviews over all time on Steam. So all the updates have really improved No Man's Sky's view in the gaming world. And we just got the newest update, which is called the Frontiers update, and that's really cool because we get to kind of oversee an NPC village. It's not like base building. In base building, we can just like build things however we want at our base, but there's nothing really going on there. But in the settlements, we've got NPCs, and instead of building them ourselves, the buildings are procedurally generated, and as we support the town as its overseer, more and more settlements will be built, and it's pretty cool. I like that idea as well. I mean, building on our own is kind of cool, but I like the idea of a procedurally generated town being built as we support it. That's another cool way of doing a settlement, and having NPCs and kind of having your own procedural storyline as you work as the overseer of the town and all that stuff. So I'm really excited about the new Frontiers update. Well, first, it's nighttime, so let's go ahead and shoot off some fireworks. Then I'm going to tell you my personal experience with No Man's Sky these past 5 years. Triple burst firework. All right, I will put down one of those. All right, so my personal experience with No Man's Sky, way back in 2016 when No Man's Sky first launched, I had never heard of No Man's Sky before it came out. I didn't hear about No Man's Sky until it had already released. Like soon after it released, I started hearing about it. First time I heard about it, I saw a comment from someone, a negative comment about No Man's Sky. As it said in the ad read that there was a lot of difficulties when No Man's Sky first released. But I didn't know anything about that other than that slight comment somebody made. But I just kind of heard it in passing there. And then I saw the trailer for it somewhere. Maybe it was on a YouTube video. Oh, no, I think I looked it up. Yeah, I searched for No Man's Sky on the PlayStation Store, and I watched the trailer for it. And when I first saw the trailer, I was like, oh, that's interesting looking, but I don't really get what kind of game it is. But I thought about it more, and then I had some extra trade-in money at a video game store, and I decided to go ahead and get No Man's Sky. And so I got it on disc, and I tried it out on my PlayStation, and I was blown away. It was not at all what I was expecting. First of all, I couldn't believe that, it was this huge open world that I could just go anywhere. And it didn't look like a handmade place. At the time, I didn't know anything about procedural generation or how No Man's Sky was made. But it was like I walked and it was like, when am I going to hit an invisible wall? When am I going to stop being able to go? And of course, that doesn't happen in No Man's Sky. There are no invisible walls. You just walk and you walk forever, and it's a planet-sized planet. Some people will argue with me that they're not really planet-sized planets, but that's debatable since all planets in general have a variable size. But anyway, they're big enough to be called a planet, in my opinion. And that's what I loved, because I loved open world games. I'd played open world games before, but of course you always ran up against some kind of blockade, some kind of invisible wall that prevented you from exploring the whole world. We were just, everything, it was always limited, and I hated that. And I loved that suddenly I had this game where I had an entire planet to explore. Not only that, but near infinite planets to explore, all kinds of different places to go. Obviously, No Man's Sky in its original version in 2016 had its problems, but and as I started looking up more about it, I saw all the negativity surrounding the game, which I couldn't really understand. Obviously, I knew it wasn't the best game ever, but to me, it was something so unique and special that I loved it, and it made me sad there were so many people having these horrible negative reactions to No Man's Sky. So that was why I started my YouTube channel, because I wanted to be someone that actually making positive videos about No Man's Sky, because I did really like it, and I wanted there to be, and there were some other positive people still doing positive videos about No Man's Sky, of course. Largely, it was mostly negativity, but I and a few others started doing positive videos about No Man's Sky even before the game started to be considered good again. Then, after several updates, there started to be a more positive reaction to No Man's Sky, and my videos started getting popular, and my channel started getting popular, and so my channel grew as No Man's Sky became better and got more updates and became widely accepted by the gaming community as a good game, with all of the improvements that had been made to it. And the rest is history. I'm still going after all this time. The sad thing is, a lot of the YouTube channels that the positive No Man's Sky YouTube channels have kind of fallen by the wayside. A lot of people have moved on and such, but I haven't, and I don't plan to. And I think I'm going to announce now that I've decided to make my channel totally No Man's Sky. I've tried doing other videos about other games in the past, but I've decided that I'm just only going to do No Man's Sky on this channel. Of course, I reserve the right to change that, but for the time being, I'm only going to do No Man's Sky videos. I'm not going to try to do other games, also with the exception of any games that Hello Games makes. If Hello Games finally releases the next big game that they're making, or if they make other small games like The Last Campfire, I will do videos on those. But for the most part, I'm not going to be trying to do videos on other games. I'm just going to do No Man's Sky from now on my channel, and any other games that Hello Games makes. But anyway, in general, No Man's Sky has changed my life. It introduced me to content creation in a way. I had never, thought that, you could get paid for making videos on YouTube and stuff. I didn't find that out until after I'd started making a YouTube channel. And that's not why I started it. I just started my channel to promote No Man's Sky, but of course I've been able to make this a source of income, but I'm not relying on my channel as my main source of income or my only source of income. That way I can continue to only do No Man's Sky videos, and then I'm looking for other ways to make income as well. But where was I going with that? Anyway, yeah, so No Man's Sky has changed my life in that it has opened me up to the world of content creation. So, there's a lot of other things that I'm doing involving creating content, and No Man's Sky made that a part of my life, made it so that I can do something more interesting in my life than a 9-to-5 job, just working for a living, doing things that I don't care about as much, and all that. But Anyway, I'm very thankful to Hello Games for making No Man's Sky, and it's just a great game that I really enjoy. One of my favorite games of all time now, and I am really happy from these 5 years since they made the game, and I'm looking forward to the future of No Man's Sky. But I'm going to go ahead and why don't we... Oops. Yeah, here's the fireworks. I'm going to go ahead and set off all of them at once if I hurry. We'll have a big grand finale fireworks display. There we go. Let's, I should have changed to first person. Here we go. Nice. Oh, look at that. The colors of the planet and the colors of the fireworks go so well together. Let's set off some more. I wasn't quite ready. Oh, and let's turn off my torch. There we go. Alright, let's set off more. They seem to have... Wheel of Herc seems to have a longer duration than the others, for whatever reason. That's fine. Yeah, that looks really good. Alright. Well, happy 5th anniversary, No Man's Sky. And remember to check the link in the description for more information about No Man's Sky. And thank you to Hello Games for sponsoring this video. So, I have been Mac. Thank you for joining me for a day. And remember, everything's going to be okay.